"Excuse me, do you need a hand with that?" James called out, already jogging toward the woman juggling grocery bags in the middle of the parking lot. One bag looked ready to burst. A carton of eggs stuttered dangerously, and a bunch of grapes was all ready. Rolling toward Thickard, she looked up, startled at first, then gave a small, tired smile. "Yes, actually. Thank you." James took the heaviest bags without hesitation. "Not a problem," he said, adjusting them in his arms. "I've got a 5-year-old tornado. Athom, this is my cardio." She chuckled at that, brushing a damp strand of hair from her face. And he noticed she looked worn out, but graceful, like someone would carried a long day and didn't complain about it. Didn't think anything of it, just a simple act, something he'd do for anyone. She looked like she might be a single parent like him. No ring, old car, a calm face with tired eyes. He helped her load that trunk, nodded politely and said, "Take care." She hesitated for just a second, like she wanted to say something more, but just smiled again and drove off. That was it. A 10-second kindness on a regular Tuesday. The next morning, James sat in the mechanic's waiting room, flipping through a months-old magazine. He wasn't really reading until something in the cover made his heart stop. It'd Washer, the woman from the parking lot. Same face, same quiet smile. Only Nosh was on the front page of a glossy magazine under a bold headline. "The billionaire who disappeared, Clare Holston, breaks her silence." Stero thinking it had to be a mistake. But it wasn't. She was the same woman he helped with groceries. And the story, it hit like a punch to the chest. Clare Holston, the reclusive tech CEO, had vanished from public life after losing her son in a tragic accident 2 years ago. She walked away from her empire. No statements, no press, no public sightings. Until now. The article detailed her grief, her disappearance, and finally her quiet return to the world. And buried at the end of the story was a paragraph that nearly made James drop the magazine. "Yesterday," shuttled the reporter, "a stranger helped me with my groceries. He didn't know who I was. He didn't ask. He just helped. And for the first time in years, I felt Synod as a headline, not as a ghost, Buddha as a person." James sat there stunned, magazine trembling in his hands. He had an idea. To him, she wasn't a billionaire. She wasn't a recluse. She was just someone trying to carry too many things alone. He thought about her eyes, the way she smiled, the way she looked like she wanted to say something before she left. Didn't realize that man had meant anything. He didn't in it for recognition, just instinct. Back in the car, his son Ali was coloring in the back seat. Daddy hessed without looking up. "Can I help people with you when I get big?" James wallowed, the lump in his throat, and nodded. "Yeah, buddy, you can." That night, the magazine article kept looping in his mind. Not the wealth, not the fame, just the loneliness behind her smile. In the way something small, a moment he almost forgot, had echoed through her world like a lifeline. A week later, he found an envelope in his mailbox. No return address. Inside was a note. "You didn't ask for anything, Buchu. Gave me something I forgot I deserved. Kindness. Thank you." He folded inside was Asmal card with a phone number. No instructions. Just there. He didn't call. Not right away. He kept the card on his fridge for months next to Elise rings. He lived life, worked, helped other people when he could. One afternoon, he saw another mom in the parking lot with a busted stroller and two screaming toddlers. He helped her too.
Ow.
And something in him clicked. That meant with Claire hadn't been random. I had been a reminder that every small act mattered. That people, no matter how broken or powerful, sometimes just need to not be invisible. So he called the number. She answered, "Hello." Her voice was soft, uncertain. "Hey, it's James Grocery." Silence. Then a laugh, real warm. They met for coffee. Then again, she told him about her son, told her about Allie. They didn't try to fix each other. They just showed up quietly. Honestly, over time, something grew. Not out of romance or drama, but out of two people letting each other be seen fully human. She never mentioned the money. He never asked about the mansion. They just sat in parks, shared stories, hadn't savor. She didn't save him. But they both found something they'd been missing: connection without expectation. When asked later in an interview what brought her back to life, Clare said Samayan helped me carry groceries. Not because I was rich or broken, but just because I looked like I needed a hand that saved me more than therapy or time vor could. Because sometimes it's not big moments that change us. It's the stranger who stops without asking. It's the silence that finally feels safe, and thickness that reminds us we're still here. Before we wrap up this story, drop a comment and let us know where you're watching from. Don't just scroll. We're reading every single one. If this story touched you, don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the channel and let us know how you feel in the comments.